How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video we'll be looking at a very popular altcoin which has recently been pumping super heavy. If you guys are new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as we post daily cryptocurrency news. And of course, guys, like I said in every video, this is not financial advice. This is strictly entertainment purposes only. So make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any tokens or coins I mentioned in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So like I said, today we're covering a very popular altcoin which has recently been pumping really heavily, which is why I wanted to do a video about this coin today. If you haven't guessed it already, today's video is going to be about Kaspa, or KAS. I've had a lot of requests about this coin on the channel. People just want me to keep making videos about this coin, and understandably I actually know why, because of course I'm very bullish about this coin as well. If we look at Kaspa here, you can see over the 7-day chart it's actually up almost at 18% over 7 days. If we look at the monthly chart, you can see it's up over 9, or it's actually fluctuating quite a lot, but it's fluctuating around 96% up on the 1 monthly chart. Of course, if we switch to the yearly chart, you can see at how insane the gains have been over the last year, over 7,200%. However, if we do look at the daily chart, it might actually shock you a little bit because there has been a bit of a correction in the Kaspa market. However, people may see this bit of a negative. However, I see this as a sort of very natural occurrence when a coin is pumping up super heavy, as it has in the last week. Of course, there needs to be a bit of a natural correction. And of course, if we look at them compared to the monthly chart, you can see at how little and small this correction actually is. You know, if we look at the daily chart, it might look like all doom and gloom and it's dropping down, but however, like I said, I believe that this is just a small correction and Kaspa will quickly recover back over this 10% mark and continue to drive upwards. So if we look a little bit about Kaspa here, we look at the stats, then get into what Kaspa actually is, which I'm sure a lot of you guys would know about Kaspa. However, I just want to go over quickly about what Kaspa actually is. Then we actually look at a few different price predictions, looking at 4 different categories on the price prediction, and sort of comparing them to the cryptocurrency markets and the other sort of cryptocurrencies out there at the moment. So like I said, I'm not sure if I said already, Kaspa is a fairly well established coin. It's got over, it's fluctuating a little bit, but around a $1.3 billion fully diluted market cap and a just over $910 million normal market cap here. You can see in the 24-hour volume, it's had $46 million and over the last 24 hours in volume, so you know, a huge amount of volume, and it's actually up 5% compared to the prior day here. I've already covered the chart here, so I guess now we will actually go into what Kaspa actually is and talk about some of the great features that Kaspa actually has and why I'm actually so bullish about Kaspa. So like we are on the website here, you can go to kaspa.org if you want to check it out for yourself. So the sort of main website here, it tells you a little bit about Kaspa, and I believe that this does actually sum up Kaspa very well. So Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So if you guys haven't guessed it already, what Kaspa actually is all about, it's about basically being the fastest cryptocurrency out there. So basically it's all about transactions. If you guys know, when Bitcoin was first created, of course, this was the purpose behind Bitcoin, to be a alternative currency to the traditional fiat currencies, of course. Of course, as we realized, as the years went on and, you know, more and more people started to get into Bitcoin, we realized Bitcoin was not as scalable as it claimed to be, and not as fast as it claimed to be. This is why basically nowadays people use Bitcoin more of a store of value compared to actually using it for transactions, because it has become, you know, a little bit slow. The fees are a bit high and it's not as scalable as they claimed. I mean, if we look back in the 2021 bull run when Bitcoin and all the other coins were pumping heavily, lots of people were using Bitcoin's blockchain, and it really did slow down. It was taking days for some transactions to go through, and the fees were super high. And of course, that is not what people want when they are using a currency, because of course they want currency to be quick, super cheap to transact, and of course really scalable as well, which is basically all those different things is basically what Kaspa is all about. If we scroll down a little bit on the website here, it tells you a little bit about a few more details about Kaspa here. So the actual hashing algorithm that Kaspa is actually on is actually called K-heavy hash. and this is a super popular mining algorithm at the moment, and lots of people are actually really profitable on this mining algorithm at the moment. I won't get too much into that in this video here because it's not about mining. However, this is also another reason why Kaspa is doing so well at the moment, is because a lot of people have started mining Kaspa and mining on the K heavy hash because it is super profitable compared to other hashing algorithms. With that being said, of course, this is a proof of work coin, just similar to just as Bitcoin is. And if we scroll down a little bit more, it says a little bit about the market cap here, of course. Hasn't fully updated yet, but it's around $900 million market cap. We can see that the current circulating supply of Kaspa is just over 20 billion tokens, and the max supply is 28.7 billion tokens. So yeah, they've still got another around 8.65 billion tokens left to distribute to the proof of work algorithm, of course. And these will of course be distributed throughout the years. So when I'm actually talking about the price predictions, I'm basically going to be solely based on the market cap of coins, and I will not be taking into account of dilution of course, as the supply starts to increase and more coins start to come onto the market, of course. However, you know, that might be something that you want to take into account as well. If we look down a bit further here, it basically just goes into a bit more detail about Kaspa here. So like I said, super fast. It's actually got instant confirmation, which is a super awesome feature about Kaspa. Of course, scalability is another huge thing, because like I said, when Bitcoin first came out, I don't think they really took into the account the amount of people which would actually be using Bitcoin. So they, you know, it wasn't quite as scalable as they thought, and of course not as fast as they thought either. Of course, all these things are also super important for Kaspa. So security, of course, no one would want to use a cryptocurrency if it was not secure. And they are saying here they are actually efficient proof of work, which, you know, is something we also have to keep in mind when, you know, looking at proof of work coins, because of course, if it's not efficient, then it will be causing more harm to the environment, and that is also something that we have to look at. You know, we want to sort of minimize the amount of wasted energy from proof of work networks. It goes into a little bit about the different apps, the different wallets, and also the decentralized apps on the Kaspa blockchain. So if we scroll across to the Twitter page here, you can see you've got a fairly substantial Twitter following as well, and a very good community. I mean, like I said, I've had so many different comments in my YouTube thing just saying, you know, keep covering Kaspa, and I will, because I do like this coin a lot, but that just shows how strong the community actually is and how passionate they are actually about Kaspa. If we look down on the Twitter page here, they are super active as well, which is always nice to see. And their team behind is also, you know, I'm not sure if they are a docs team or anything. I couldn't really find too much information about their team. However, I do believe that they are a good team so far, because they are constantly improving and updating and also communicating with the community as well. So the last part of the video here, I just sort of wanted to go over my different price predictions. Going through, like I said, 4 different categories. So conservative, realistic, ambitious, and basically unrealistic for, you know, the people who are super passionate about Kaspa. And I basically just wanted to look at sort of the different market caps that Kaspa would actually have to hit in order to hit the different, you know, X amount of gains for the investors. I just believe that this is sort of important for people to sort of have it laid out in front of them, and for them to be able to look at and actually realize what sort of market caps Kaspa needs to hit to get these different X gains, because I believe a lot of people they sort of thrown out these numbers 50, 100X or whatever. They don't actually realize what sort of market cap a coin actually needs to hit, and what sort of coins it's actually competing with, and the other technology it's competing with to actually hit these amount of gains. And like I said earlier, of course, this is based purely off of market cap. I'm not taking into account dilution of more coins hitting the market, so just keep that in mind as well. So yeah, if we look at the first category here, we can see that I've got conservative 5x for Kaspa. So basically, to hit a 5x gain on Kaspa, the Kaspa token would need to hit a market cap of around $4.5 billion at the time of this recording. So if we look at the cryptocurrency market here, this would put the market cap at around Bitcoin Cash Avalanche sort of area. And do I believe that Kaspa is actually better than Bitcoin Cash? And yes, I do believe that Kaspa is actually better than Bitcoin Cash, and this is why I've put it at conservative because I fully believe that Kaspa has the potential to hit 5x for sure. I believe the technology that Kaspa has is better than Bitcoin Cash for sure. If we look at the next category here, we can look at realistic, so around 10x to 15x, and the market cap of this to hit these sort of gains would be around 9 to 14 billion dollars. And like I've put here, it would be between Cardano and USD coin. So if we scroll up a little bit more here, you can see that Cardano's got a market cap of around 10 million and USD coin has got a market cap of around 26 billion. So I'm not sure if I said million there, I meant billion. And as well as, you know, you've got Dogecoin in there as well at 10 billion as well. So you would have to hit, Kaspa would have to hit, you know, around here, so around the 7-ish mark on the coin market cap rate rankings here to actually see a 10 to 15x gain. And like I said, realistically, yeah, I do believe that this could happen for sure. Do I see? Of course, I believe that Kaspa has better technology than Dogecoin, of course, because Dogecoin doesn't really have any technology. However, you know, these coins are still very, you know, very well-established coins into the cryptocurrency market, and Cardano does have some great technology behind it, as well as, you know, USD coin is also another thing which is super stable and loads of people use. Of course, this is basically the benchmarking coin that people use to, you know, basically store their crypto if they don't want it to fluctuate too much, of course. And so realistically, do I see Kaspa hitting this? Yes, I do. I do believe that Kaspa does have the potential to hit this. Just from, I do believe that the technology behind Kaspa is super good, of course. If we look down a little bit further here, you can see I've got another category here, ambitious, so 40x, and it would have to actually hit a market cap of $36 billion. So like I put here, around the BNB sort of territory. So you can see here, BNB's got a $37 billion market cap. Of course, BNB is a very well established coin with a super strong environment around it. And like I said, ambitious, I do believe that this would be very ambitious because BNB, like I said, is a very well established coin, and it's got multiple different features and a great environment around it, whereas Kaspa has sort of, it has a couple different main features, but it's got one sort of main strong feature. Of course, Kaspa could hit this. However, you know, it would be hard. It would be very hard to hit this sort of level. Of course, it's not impossible. Nothing's impossible in the crypto space. However, you know, it would be, you know, around BNB territory. Like I said here, $36 billion market cap, and BNB's at $37 billion market cap. So it'd have to hit around BNB's sort of level. So we're looking at number 4 on the cryptocurrency rankings. Of course, this might actually, you know, these levels might actually go up as you know, more the bull run starts to happen, hopefully in 2024. So maybe it might be a bit easier for Kaspa to, you know, get these sort of gains as more and more people start to get back into cryptocurrency. However, for now, you know, it will be quite difficult for Kaspa to hit these sort of gains. And the last sort of category I've put on here is basically just to for people who are super passionate about Kaspa. I just wanted to sort of put it on here and see the sort of maximum potential that Kaspa could actually hit if we're looking at the very top cryptocurrency, if it actually matches the very top cryptocurrency. So I've put here unrealistic, and for Kaspa to actually get a gain of 632x, it would actually have to match the number 1 cryptocurrency, which of course is Bitcoin. So it would actually have to match the cryptocurrency market cap of Bitcoin at $566 billion for you to actually see a 632x gain. The reason why I put this on here, like I said, it's just I wanted to actually go over this part of the video here just to lay out these sort of all these different categories here and put the different X's on here for you to actually see what the actual market cap would actually have to hit. And of course, do I see Kaspa hitting Bitcoin territory? To be honest with you, no, I don't. However, like I've put in previous videos, Kaspa, I believe, is a direct competitor to Bitcoin because it basically does everything that Bitcoin does, and was trying to do at the very start. Of course, like I said, in the most recent years, Bitcoin has had a bit of a shift towards people just using it as a store of value or, you know, as an investment. However, like I said at the start, Bitcoin was used for transactions, and Kaspa is basically the, you know, to put it very simply, the modern day Bitcoin, basically doing everything that Bitcoin was doing with transactions, but basically better, you know, faster, lower transaction fee, more secure, and, you know, more scalable than Bitcoin. So, you know, I do see Kaspa being a competitor of Bitcoin. However, do I see Kaspa hitting the same market cap of the very top Bitcoin, very top cryptocurrency? I'm not too sure, just from the fact that, of course, Bitcoin is, you know, it is the staple of cryptocurrency. Do I see Kaspa overtaking it? You know, like I said, like I keep saying, you know, in cryptocurrency, nothing is impossible. However, you know, like I said in the title description of here, super unrealistic. However, you know, I just wanted to lay this out in front of you, so you know the maximum sort of potential of, or technically it's not the maximum potential. However, you know, for realistically maximum potential to hit the same as Bitcoin, you would be looking at a 632x on your money for Kaspa. Apart from that, guys, I'd thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know down below what you think about Kaspa. Are you going to be investing? Are you not going to be investing? Let me know where you sort of are. Are you in the conservative, realistic, ambitious, or unrealistic sort of category with Kaspa? Of course, I'm sure a few people will be in the unrealistic category, just from the fact they are so passionate about Kaspa. However, apart from that, make sure you do hit the like button if you did enjoy the video, and make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you're new around it as well. Apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.